George?
Yes.
I'm going to need to take that as high as we possibly can to be able to silhouette them.
Okay, well, are they in there? Okay, yeah.
Oh, fuck. Just do one of those when you're already done.
Can you come a little more sidey with it?
Like, you don't have to.
Yeah, get him in.
Just kind of like.
Is Hilary in there? Right. Hey, Chris. Starting to work.
Thank you.
So
Yes.
start in here.
Oh yeah, that's going to work.
Starting to work.
Go lamp left of that whole rig.
So that my back is turned to him.
Yeah. It's like start out. Start out. It's like. Sorry. Probably like right here.
There you go.
And then it's like.
That's better.
Then to here.
That's
you've already
nice.
left all of them. And this is where I'm gonna put
Yeah, that's
most
better.
of the scenes, but she's already cut
There you
them.
go.
And then you guys are like.
Okay,
Now
great.
you get straight text. No, for Hilary. There you go.
How's
Okay,
that?
that's fine.
Okay.
Picture's neck. Picture is neck. Last look, picture's neck.
Huh? Does he know? Is that John? Yeah. Yeah. Should I?
All right. Great, thank you. We're ready. You right, George?
Yes, sir.
So production clear, please. Gary, you ready? Here we go, fellas. Roll sign, please.
2.5.
Okay, this is scene 8, take 1.
Speeding.
A mark. B, are you set? You right, George?
Set.
Set.
Action!
10-4. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say may be used against you in a court
I
of
waive
law.
my Miranda rights. Sick of hearing it.
Fine. Third time tonight. I'm getting sick of it myself. Move over. You got company.
I was here first.
This isn't a cab. Shut up and move over.
The scene is fucking hard.
Move over.
Well, if you would have put me in the
Move
ambulance.
the fuck
like-
over, I said. I don't have time for this shit. Move over.
Okay. I'm just saying, if you would have put
Would
me
you
in
move the fuck over right
I'm
now?
over, I'm
Right
over,
now.
I'm over. I can't get over any further. Duffy, come on. Hurry, hurry, hurry.
Cut there. Reset, please.
What attracted you to this project?
Well, with 1114, there are a couple of things. I mean, I get sent so many scripts, and I get the opportunity to, you know, thank God, knock wood, be a part of a lot of different things. For me, I'm always looking for something new, looking for something unique. I'm looking for talent who is new and fresh and wanting to get their foot in the door and help support them. So for me, doing this movie afforded a lot of those opportunities. One, to help Greg Marks with this like I just said, unique, inventive, creative script. And to be a part of a movie that's one, an ensemble, and a character that I think is really exciting and fun. When 1114 came across my table, I was reading it for another role. And I actually responded to another character more, but the character was a man, or a boy, or however you want to say it. And obviously I'd already done that before, so I said, will you make this a girl? I really respond to this. And you know, Greg, his response was interesting. He thought about it for a second, and he said, I think that can work. I think that can work. And believe it or not, we didn't have to change very much of it. I think that a line or two but everything else worked. It didn't hurt the integrity of the story at all to change the character from male to female. I think, you know, the great thing about 1114 is it has all these vignettes, it has all these little stories, and the story with Buzzy and Duffy was one that I found funny, I found it real, I felt like they were the underdogs. Somehow, I think I'm always drawn to the underdog, and I just thought it would be really fun. I thought it was something I hadn't done before. It was a chance to play something that was funny, but it's not necessarily a comedy. You know, I think the intensity and the seriousness of the situation lends itself to being comical, and that was something that I hadn't done. There's a couple of things. Sometimes when you work with a director who also wrote the script, you don't feel as much freedom to maybe work on the lines or you know, say I have a problem with this scene because you're afraid of hurting the writer. But the great thing about Greg is if something isn't working, which hasn't happened very much in this script, but just when you're rehearsing and you're breaking it down and you're, you know, trying to be convincing when you say something, he's the first to say, this doesn't work. I think he's able to step out of a protective writer mode to see the overall quality of what he's trying to convey. And that's something that's very important, I think, for any artist to have. I mean, even me, if I'm in the middle of a scene and I feel like it's going really well and I really trust the director and they say that's not working because this and this, I have to look outside of it. That's just a quality that I think that you have to have as a collaborator, because movies are a collaboration. And Greg is really, I think, going to have a big career. I feel like his qualities, I think the qualities in a good director are being able to articulate. Obviously, you have to be smart. And he's so articulate, not only to the actors and what he's trying to convey in the vision of what he's trying to get out of them, but with all of his crew. You know, he has a commanding presence without being overbearing, which a lot of first-time directors have. You know, listen to me, I'm the director, because of whatever insecurities might come with the job of not knowing how to handle yourself on a set. And he is, I feel very safe in his hands. I feel like I am being protected, and that to me as an artist is the most important thing to have, because if you don't have that, then you're afraid to take risks.